Welcome back, everyone. We have a very unique, unusual, bizarre, if you will, Spyderco to talk about today. This was loaned in a little while ago. I've kind of been slacking on doing the video of this one, honestly, because it's just so different and it's unique, and I just wasn't sure how I felt about it. So, and I think and this has been a discussion happening recently with some of my other YouTube friends. Do we review knives that we don't like or that we don't understand or things like that? Or do we only review stuff that we like? I don't know. That's a good question. And it's one I don't struggle with, but I would love to know your guys' comments down below. I'm not even going to tell you my opinion. I'll maybe share at the end of the video, but I would love to hear your guys' opinion. Do you want me or us as reviewers to only review things that we love? Like, I think everybody knows I absolutely love the Hellraiser in any configuration. Any colors, I love it. And so I would never shirk on sharing this or pulling it out for a comparison or, posting on my daily carry Instagram stuff or anything like that. So absolutely, I think it's very common knowledge that I'm in love with those. Should I only review things that I love? Or should I review things that are just okay? Should I review things that are bad? I don't know. Let me know your thoughts down below. But let's talk about this knife here from Spyderco, the Pochi. The Pochi, actually. Not Poochie, Pochi. Now, this is... There's been other videos, I know. Metal Complex did a video on this because he's the one who sent it to me. It's not his. It's another buddy of ours who sent it to Metal and then reached out to me and asked me if I would like to see it. And I said, sure. And then Metal sent it to me. And, well, here I'm now sharing with you. And I'm just going to run through my normal spiel, the normal specs and, whatnot. I figured that would be the best way for me to represent this knife. I don't know. So here we go. Closed is 2 3/4 inches with the tail down. And I'll talk about the designer here once we just run through the specs, okay? Overall length, and let me just zoom in because, yeah. Overall length is 4 1/8, 1.4 inch blade, 1.53 cutting edge. Because, again, I measure the blade from the top of the scale to the tip, and the cutting edge comes back below the tip of the scale. This is not a joke knife. This is not a novelty knife. This is legit. It's S45 VN blade steel, 0.096 blade thickness, overall thickness of 0.334, and weighs in at 1.7 ounces. Titanium scales, titanium doggy tail, titanium pocket clip, titanium pivot, which acts as pivot collar, which acts like the over travel stop as well. This comes out of their Taichung, Taiwan facility, where they do some of their best quality work. And yes, it looks like a dog, because the designer is a Japanese knife maker, Kazuyaki Sakuri, which I guarantee is the wrong pronunciation, so I apologize in advance. But he is into very cool handcrafted knives that are shaped like animals. That's his thing. Totally cool. The Pochi line are all shaped like dogs of some variety, and that is his most popular line. And the name Pochi is apparently the most common dog name in Japan. Much like here in the US, we would call dogs Spots, where Spot would be a very common, popular dog name here in the States. So Pochi is a very common dog name in Japan. See? Doing this YouTube thing, being a knife reviewer, I learned stuff. It's very cool. And this is a cool knife. This is not a knife that you are necessarily going to carry as a daily carry. I mean, I don't know. I wouldn't think so. The name and the date is something that the owner had engraved on there that holds significance for him. It doesn't come that way. These are not cheap either. List price on the Spyderco website, if you could find one, because I don't think they're available right now, is $270. I get it. I mean, we're knife collectors. We collect things. Do we need to collect things like this? No. But we do. It's what we do. Right? And I don't think there's anything wrong, and I'm not even going to try to flip it. This thing bit metal complex, and I'm just going to be careful with it. We collect what we collect, and I'm not one to say that it's dumb to collect X, Y, or Z. I collect watches. I will tell you that's kind of dumb. Not really. I love it, actually. I'm super excited that I'm into watches now. But, you know, I think we all collect different things in different ways and for different reasons. If we want to collect small knives like this, because I think there's a lot more work and effort that goes into a knife like this than the Spyderco Delica. I think this, I mean, even if it was a titanium one, like the precision of a small miniature style knife, I think is just impressive. And it wasn't until I really spent some time looking at this knife and appreciating it for what it is because of its miniature size. Like, it is done so well. I'm not going to say it's perfection, but it's pretty dang perfect. You know, and I think that's what the appeal is to things like this, is the craftsmanship, the attention to detail, the fact that they're hard to get, the fact that they're worth money. I mean, it appeals to me. Do I love the knife? No. Would I buy one? No. I'm not that big into dogs, or, you know, Spyderco's not my favorite brand. Like, not that it's not a great brand, but, you know, I wouldn't be drawn to this, but people are, and I think that's awesome. And I'm glad that I got to be able to share this with you guys. And we'll do a couple of other size comparisons just so you can really get the full effect, right? Here it is with a Sharpie. The Spyderco Delica we already did. How about the Quiet Carry Waypoint? I mean, this is a small knife. It's 4 inches long with the tail down, right? I mean, you know, this way it's maybe 4.5, maybe? I don't know. And yeah, since I pulled out the Hellraiser earlier, why not? So if we put it, you know, kind of butt to butt there, like, yeah. But I think it's a cool knife. Why? I don't know. I wasn't super excited about it when I first got it and opened it up. I just kind of was like, oh, okay. So it took me a while to get the video done on it, and I apologize to the owner for that. But it is very cool. The more you look at it, the more I handle it, you can see the craftsmanship and the quality and detail. So I don't know. I judged the book by its cover, I think. I glanced at it when I first got it and was like, okay. And I put it on the shelf with the rest of the stuff to film. I didn't get initially excited about it, and so that's what I think took me a little time to warm up to it to actually do the video. So, my words of wisdom is don't judge a book by its cover. And then my question to you is, should we as reviewers, or I as a reviewer, should I review only things that I like? Or should I just review everything? Even if I don't like it. Like if I legit don't like it, should I share it? You guys tell me in the comments what your thoughts are, and I will share my answers in another video shortly or in my community page as a post. Once I see what everybody else's opinions are, then I'll share where I think I am going and where I think I have been. So, there you go, guys. The Spyderco Pochi. Thank you very much for lending this in to the anonymous owner. It's awesome. I'm glad I got to check it out, so thank you for that. And thank you all for watching. And please let me know your thoughts in the comments. Have a great day, and we will see you on the next one.